And what an atmosphere in Omaha, Nebraska, with #1 in town. 2 top 15 teams meeting head-to-head in front of a packed house at the CHI Health Center in Omaha, Nebraska. Kalkbrenner will jump for Creighton. Donovan Clingan for UConn. And UConn controls.
Sounds a lot of slips, curls, just like this.
And Caravan on that curl over 600. What a way to get it tonight.
Amazing. The master of the offensive game and the master of the floater right there with his own follow. Nice run out here. Look at Clinton on the floor. Wow!
Oh, Kalkbrenner with a block. Long rebound in the scramble. It'll be Caravan for 3. Kalkbrenner clinging right there. Blocked by Clingan. Kalkbrenner staying with it, and he gets the 2 plus 1 more.
Get a couple of threes. Nice cut by Spencer. You'll be saying that all night. The little kids. This kid at the rim's pretty good.
Clingan jumped a little early. Still able to scoop it up and put it in.
This is what they had trouble up in Connecticut. Nice pass and roll. Oh, hand hedge too. He normally makes that shot.
Kalkbrenner with the offensive rebound. Finds Trey Alexander for an open 3. Rattles around and home.
Under 10, one of the few times.
Newton probing. Fades away over Kalkbrenner. What a shot. Part of the plan for Coach Hurley and UConn against a rather thin Creighton team. Ashworth for 3. There it is.
How about that?
There's no way you can scout for everything he runs.
No.
Newton.
Not that kind of play there either.
Hasn't scored yet. Only 1 shot. Working against Spencer. There's Jason Green inside.
He is so good dancing in that lane.
3 to shoot for Diarra from the elbow and splashes it home. 4 to shoot.
Go to the hook.
Gotta go. Fades it away and rattles it home.
How about that? Could have been an elevator, but he avoided it.
Here's Castle attacking Kalkbrenner. Drove it right at him.
Moves those legs.
Farabello, open man in the corner. That's his specialty. Farabello.
She made the screener deal.
There's Alexander. He wanted that 3. Now he's got to improvise to Farabello, who will try it. His second. Alexander going to go to work against Newton. Jason Green. 1 point Creighton lead, their first of the night. Castle challenged by Kalkbrenner. The rejection.
Numbers here if they want it. Kalkbrenner at the rim.
Farabello.
There you go.
The big man for 2. 15 to shoot for Farabello. Back to Ashworth. Matched up against Caravan on the switch.
Oh,
step back for a deep 3.
Oh, how about that? That's why they wanted him here. Or use him.
10 to shoot for Ashworth. Baseline. Fades away.
Different kid.
Alexander inside. Needed some help. Finds it from Ashworth. Another 3 falls. Wow. It's the Stephen Ashworth era.
First game they didn't attack. Now they're getting more of the attack mode.
Ashworth again for 3. He can't miss.
This is the end I've been impressed with. He makes it, but that's a tough shot with a challenge.
Not hit the 3-minute mark.
And of course, the other end, they have been very effective as well. That's his game. A nice help by Alexander.
Newton left open with that help, and the rebound inside for Clingan, blocked by Kalkbrenner. Clingan going back to work against the Creighton big, and he puts it in. Alexander against Spencer.
Likes to get to his spot and elevate.
Fades away. There's that mid-range.
Wow.
7 shooter comes Shireman. Ran into Clingan in there.
Nice pump.
Ashworth with the 3. Picking up where he left off. In the corner, Caravan.
That would help.
He has been quiet.
Nice run by Miller.
Miller to the 10 for 2. Castle, 5 to shoot over Kalkbrenner. Rattles it home. Miller, set 3.
How about that? Kalkbrenner, a 1-3-1 look now.
Shireman, touch pass. Alexander, another 3.
Right on from here. Again, Shireman not doing anything silly. Nice little look.
Spencer.
Nice discard. Well, he did discard. Use strength. Again, always an outlet, though.
Alexander again, fading away. And Alexander starting to heat up. Spencer.
Nice
feeds
pass.
Inside. Really good look to find Clingan. Newton driving. Count it. And the foul. Newton will try. Gets inside. Doesn't get the bounce, but there's Klingon for the putback. And the 21-point lead is now 15. Here's Shireman against Castle.
I like his activity a little bit more lately.
Count that bucket.
Going at the rim with a wide open look. Good play.
And again, a 21-point Creighton lead. Here's Newton around the screen, using that screen from Johnson to get a good look. 9 to shoot for Farabello. Jason Green, his second from range.
Direction with efficiency.
Newton off the shot fake, spins on Farabello. And a blocking foul, count the bucket. Looking for the 3, long rebound, Newton on the run with it. Behind the back, and Newton finds Stewart for 2. Will send Creighton to the line.
Here's their favorite little play, a little flex on the out of bounds.
Here's Shireman. There's the 3.
Nice pin and the lefty stroke.
Newton looking for the answer. He's got it, and the foul.
A lot of good players on this particular team. Look at that dance, getting them organized. Initiates the hit. Well, you see so much of that. When the challenge comes forward, you don't permit the guy to land.
The baseline with 5 to shoot.
And they covered that weak side, too.
Fades away. There you go. And Shireman finally got it to him. Newton around the Klingon screen. Fades away.
Look at this kid.
Cannot be stopped right. Even into single digits.
Once again, dancing in that lane. Nice kid.
Finds his big man. Anybody ready for Madison Square Garden in March yet?
It will be wild. So many heavyweights.
Alexander, 3 to shoot. Fades away. Splashes it down. The cherry on top. And the Blue Jays have never flown higher for the first time.